Time is now 12:20. We've arrived. Charlie's in bed. Fridges are rammed, cupboards are rammed. I mean, we're only going away for 3 days, but we have got an entire roast dinner in there, so gotta be prepared, haven't you? You never know what happens at sea. Good night, all.
What's your type? Somehow I wanna know all about you. Deep connection lights a spark. You already know me when we dance in the dark. We're dreamers. We're living. We're dreamers. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive in the nighttime. Something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. Oh, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive.
How'd your sail going today?
It's going alright. Well, as a voyage, it's going fine. The wind's very frustrating because there's hardly any. And we haven't even said what we're doing, have we?
No. What are we doing?
Just realised we've got halfway now and we've not actually made any note to where we're going and what we're doing. Be quiet. Well, we've got virtually zero wind and we've had to motor all the way, but we are going to a little 58-mile journey to Fambridge to go to a Moody owners meeting, which should be interesting, so we'll see how that goes.
Loads of sailboats out today as well.
A lot of sailboats out today, which is good. And we've got the tide, we timed the tides perfectly, so we've been booting it along at 6.5 knots, which is great.
Yeah.
So all is good.
I'm just chillaxing, as you can see. Yeah.
Put the noise back on now.
Yeah.
Full
Okay.
stop. Don't know if you can see that, but that is 7.6 knots. 4.9 boat speed, which means we've got some serious amount of tide. Just going past the wind farm. Sun is shining now, which is nice. Still very little wind. Charlie's nice and cosy. All's good. So, I'm not sure if it actually came through before, but we are currently heading to Fambridge, which is in the River Crouch. I mean, we couldn't really ask. It's a beautiful passage. It's just very little wind, unfortunately. So we've got the engine on all the way, but we are making superb speed. We're looking at sort of an average, I think, about 6.2 knots currently, but we've even hit 7.8 knots. So loads of tide. We timed it perfectly. That's why we got up super early and wanted to get here to make sure. Sails are flapping about now. It's been pretty tricky, really. Sails are giving us some speed, but the issue, obviously, especially around land and near the coast, is it's been changing. So the apparent wind is coming from one direction, the true wind is coming from another direction, and our wind vane at the top of the mast there is saying something completely different. So interesting, very difficult to set your sails. You just got to look and see where they're staying, basically. So all's good. Beautiful day though. Look at that. Must be snack time. Got a Scotch egg. Just warmed up in the oven, which is very nice. Where are we?
We're going back down the Crouch. And the last time we did this, we'd just purchased Crazy Diamond and we had the owner on board with us sailing her back to Ipswich. So this is quite a monumentous occasion, but yeah, we're back sailing back down and very confident sailing our boat.
And we're sailing.
We're actually sailing, which is really nice.
Which is fantastic.
Excuse the bedhead. Get to have a
I think the
shower.
pair of us, I know we need to get in and have a shower at the marina. I'm very pleased we opted for a marina and not just anchored.
Yeah.
So coming up just over there, where is it? Actually, no, it's a bit further down there. Camera straight up. It's where we actually picked her up from when we purchased her, Burnham Yacht Harbour, and where we got the survey done. And
We're stonking along now. Only 5 knots.
6 knots we're doing, but not tide. This is more like it. This is why we brought a sailing boat. Sail almost all the way down the Crouch. We're not far now. This is delightful. Sun is in the sky. How much wind have we got? 8.5 knots of apparent. We're doing 4.5 knots boat speed. Yes, this was her ground for 10 years, so she knows it better than we do.
Yeah.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side and through.
Good morning. So it's 5 o'clock in the morning. We're heading off back to a home berth now. Very foggy out. It's a beautiful morning, but as you can see, a bit of fog. The tides are going to be pretty rubbish today for us. There's no real option. We had to leave at this time to get out of this marina because it's tidal, and we are heading down here 3 hours before low water, so we'll probably get to the end of the river at low water, out into the sea just after low water, which means we'll be punching tide for about 5 hours, I think, which is unfortunate, but there's no other real way around it, and there's no point in us just sitting here and waiting for 6 hours to catch the tide, so we may as well be making way. Lovely. So today I've got the breakfast of champions. Got a chicken ramen, tasty broth. So you get a drink, a hot, tasty, nutritious drink, and noodles. Works for me. We're just currently in the North Sea. We're coming down the Wallet, as it's called. And yeah, we're not doing too bad actually. ETA has slowed down a bit. We are now punching almost full tide, which is about 1.8 to 2 knots. So that's not ideal, but equally couldn't really plan it any other way. We were constrained by the lesser of two evils. It's either not get out and wait for hours, or make way, and we're still doing all right. Got 4.6 boat speed, but we're actually doing 3.9 at the moment because of the tide. Wind situation is poor. We are making 4 knots apparent, and we got 2.3 knots from behind, so yeah, it's not great. Might pull the sail out shortly. Just gonna have my ramen first. Speak soon. Okay, so explanation time.
Oh, I can't really explain myself what happened this weekend. But we obviously went to our destination, Fanbridge, which you all have seen.
Lovely trip.
Yeah, no one else saw anything else of me. When we
didn't really
moored
get any
up,
footage,
no,
did we?
when we moored up, we went and had our showers. It was beautiful, sunny, everything. Came back to our boat, and the previous owner and his wife had arrived, so we were all excited to go to the little gathering and have drinks and nibbles with the Moody crew. Anyway, we walked there, which took about 10-15 minutes, which was beautiful, and we hopped on someone's boat, a Moody owner who'd laid on this event, sat there with a glass of red wine, and finished the glass of red wine after about half an hour, and Carl said, I need to go for a wee. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll come. Because I thought I started to feel a bit weird. Anyway, long story short, the red wine came up, and it didn't stop coming up until probably 11 o'clock that night.
And the next day.
And the next day. I don't know if I had food poisoning. We're not sure, even on our journey when we were going, and Carl made my porridge. I thought it tasted funny. And talking to the previous owners, you know, end of the day, water can also get stuck in the pipe, which could be a little bit stagnant or whatever, and maybe that's the situation. The last thing I ate, which was our lunch, which was our Scotch eggs, but Carl had one too, he wasn't ill. So this whole weekend, out of all of the food we brought, I've eaten a bowl of porridge, a Scotch egg, I ate a OT bar late this morning, and I've had a piece of toast with Marmite and half an avocado.
That's been
since Saturday, and we're on Monday now.
Yeah, last 72 hours.
So I can't say I feel the greatest. We've all packed up now. Look, we've de-bedded the boat and everything to have a good clear out and take the sheets home to wash, and everything's been blitzed. Yeah, I came back to normal sort of when we were coming down the River Orwell.
Yeah.
So I've just sort of quickly blitzed the boat and cleaned, and I'm coming back, and there is a little bit of Sunday roast left from yesterday, which I watched everyone eat yesterday.
Yeah.
And
I did fillet of beef as well. It was delicious.
So I've hopefully got a little plate of that for this evening when we get back, because I'm going to get really hungry soon. So
absolutely.
Anyway, I'm really upset because that was my weekend.
That was the whole weekend.
Did get to go out.
Although,
and you had a lovely time.
Exactly, and
so.
I basically have just done a single-handed passage from
because I never allow you to, because I always want to get involved.
Yeah, because Charlie's always here. So no, that was good. Yeah. Success.
So I've been a lady of leisure all day. I've just rolled about in the cabin all day.
Lay in the forepeak.
For 9 hours.
For 9 hours. While I've been on the high seas.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So, but you're all right, weren't you?
There we go. We'll see what happens next time. Maybe you'll sail.
Yeah, so we've got to go again because I didn't actually do the experience.
Yeah, you didn't do it.
So
never mind.
Anyway.
We're back. We're safe. We're sound.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.